Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a Z-Lon wing olive. I just wanted to show you something on the back of this package. It says, in 1985, a pair of red bootlaces provided the material that is now called Z-Lon. This is the core of a bootlace, but the outer part of the bootlace also makes excellent material. The core is a little bit stronger, and the outer part is usually made of something a little bit of a different material, but that is also a great material. I'm going to use a blue dun Z-Lon, but I took a black marker and I went over it lightly in order to get a nice slate color on there for our wing. Going to take our thread and we're going to start at behind the eye. We're going to bring our thread back halfway, and then we're going to return half of this, and that will be our wing placement. Going to take our Z-Lon, and because you have a long piece, it doesn't matter how long you let hang off the front, but if you're a conservative tyer, you're going to try to get that close to the length that you want it to be. We're going to trim that down later anyway, but we'll waste less if we bring it closer to what we want. And now we're going to bring our thread back to where it would hang at the barb of the hook. For our tail, we're going to use a blue dun. This is a rooster cape. I'm going to take the fibers in my left hand because that's the hand I'm going to hold them to the hook with. Before we pull them off, we want to align them, just basically bring them together and pull them all off at the same time. We want our tail to be about the length of the body. I'm going to hold it in my hand, in my left hand. I'm going to trim some of that off right off the beginning. And we still have that little tab there. That will be fine. That will be the right amount to hold that in. Going to secure that and bring that thread back. And there we have our tail tied in. For our body, we're going to use a BWO olive superfine dubbing. Going to use very little. I'm going to catch it, and then I'm going to spread that out. And we really want to have this so thin that it looks like just a little bit fatter on the thread. Going to put a little moisture on my fingers so I can make that tight. I'm going to also slide it up as I do it. Then we're going to wrap. I'm going to go ahead and put a wrap underneath the tail and then wrap forward. And we get that nice taper because of the wing material that was underneath. We reach the wing. I'm going to lift up the wing. Put a few wraps in front to keep that, help that to stand up. Got one little piece of Z-Lon that's sticking out forward. I'm going to trim that off. Now for the hackle, I'm going to use a blue dun. This is a saddle hackle. And I only got about 2 inches left here, but I made 8 flies already with this hackle. Going to tie it in front of the wing. A little tab there I got to knock down. I'm going to put a little bit of a head here since I'm up front here. And then we're going to take the hackle and we're going to wrap it up the wing post. And on this small one, you want to go up maybe 2 mils. Maybe 5 or 6 wraps going up. I know I put more than that on there. Going to take just a little bit more of the olive dubbing. Make another nice little skinny noodle. And we're going to wrap it around the thorax. And we're going to finish it around the wing post. Going to take my feather, looking for the concave side. That would be the side facing you. Going to bring my feather down and kind of fold it so the concave side is down. And then I'm going to take it and wrap. I'm going to turn this just slightly so I can see it a little better. And we're going to take 1, 2, 3 wraps is plenty. Less is more. With a parachute, you're probably going to be fishing it on slower water, so less hackle is required. Give it about 3 wraps to hold it in, and then we can remove the excess. I'm going to put a couple of wraps on top of the hackle and a couple of wraps underneath the hackle there. Now I'm going to take the whip finish and we're going to whip finish it to the wing post. Want to make sure you get under all of the hackles. Give it 3 wraps, and now I'm going to hold that thread. I'm not going to pull it until I put some head cement on there. Get my bottle of head cement open, and I'm going to put the head cement on the left hand side as I'm looking at it. You don't need a lot, just you see that very little bubbles there. And then we're going to pull it in slowly so the head cement can soak in. Pull that tight. Go ahead and trim that thread off. We got a little bit of head cement on the hackle there where we got it off. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim the wing. And we want that wing, remember from the other video, we want that wing to be about the length of the hackles, maybe about the length of the body. I'm just going to cut that at a little bit of an angle there. And here we have a Z-Lon wing bluing parachute. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends, leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.